Boys, what do girls do that gives you butterflies? Hire a guys, subscribe now, or I will kiss your BFF. I'm usually fine with talking to girls, but if a girl I find somewhat mildly attractive touches me anywhere below the neck, I will collapse in approximately 3 minutes. You might start bringing soft, puffy pillows every time you go to meet a woman. Concussions are no fun. Then you haven't been prescribed painkillers. They make you see some wacky shit. Are you sure those are painkillers? Painkillers, LSD, Xan's, all the same thing really. Physical touch. Holding hands, arm, hug, leaning against me. Just one of my love languages. Holding hands. Heresy. These days it's tantamount to biological warfare. Holding hands before marriage. They probably even made premarital eye contact. If I'm seeing a girl and she runs her hand through my hair, I become powerless. That's because women are known to suck your life force from your brain by doing that. I was never touched by a woman, and I'm perfectly fine. Maybe that's why my Houston is bald no longer wish to be controlled. You have no power here. When she genuinely shows interest in me, and I don't need to run after her, because I am the man. Yes, that's right. Well, I always show my interest and don't play hard to get, and men tell me that I'm easy though. That's shitty, but also a great way to weed out the men that don't deserve you. If their masculinity is so fragile that they can't handle someone else taking initiative, then they need much more therapy before they start dating anyway. Besides flirting, anyone I am attracted to smiling because of something I said gives me butterflies. Same. My girlfriend is the only one who really laughs at my jokes, and she has the best laugh, no bias. My boyfriend always tells me that I'm the only one that finds him absolutely hilarious. Anything he says will set me into a fit of laughter, but he says people don't get his humor. They either won't get the sarcasm joke or will ignore it altogether. Really weird to me because he's funny as hell. Say I picked a woman who doesn't get my humor at all in any way, shape or form. So much wasted laughter. The one person who does get my humor is my daughter, but she turned 12 and says 1 maybe 2 words to me a week. Everyone tells me she will come back around when she is 20. I can't wait. As a current 22-year-old daughter and former 12-year-old, I can confirm your daughter will be back. After a few heartbreaks, it's easier to see how special dad is. Smile at me. Give me compliments I didn't ask for. Laugh at my jokes. Being interested in my hobbies, without them doing the same hobbies. Just being interested, asking things. Raving, gaming and getting drunk together. Remembering casual info, showing that they care. Reading me better than I am able to. I read the last one as, read better than I am able to, and was very confused. I hate working nights. Working mornings are the shit. Working is shit. Making their interest abundantly clear without any games. A little nervous on a date. Offering to pay for anything. If in a relationship, random gestures that girls would find sweet would do the same for most guys. That is, surprise little gifts etc. She can offer to pay, but if I ask a girl out I should pay in the end. Beware of money vampires though. As a woman I just refuse to let him pay on the first date. I insist on splitting. It's nothing personal, there are just too many creeps out there that start getting entitled when they pay for literally anything. I won't do dinner for a first date. It feels too much like a contract. I'll buy myself a coffee or a slushie or whatever, and then if they're not crazy and they offer to buy me dinner I'll say yes. I'm just always so sick with anxiety about whether this guy another guy who will bitch and moan about how I have to touch his wiener because I ate some shitty Applebee's pasta. I hate eating on a first date. It just gets so awkward so quickly. Yay, absolutely. Whoever asks the other out should probably be paying. I disagree. I feel like being asked out and saying yes is a mutual agreement that you'll be paying for yourself. But I guess it depends on the wording. Imo. Wanna get dinner together sometime? I'd like to take you out for dinner sometime. More of a thing when you're in a relationship, but when they snuggle up with a blanket and you can only really see their head. That shit is ridiculous. Words can't express how much I want that. My ex used to do this and call herself a little lady burrito. It was so cute. All I could see were her eyes, nose and cheeks, and she'd speak through the blanket saying, "Hey. Hey. Look at me. Little lady burrito." Being petite really drove it home. Good times. Saying my name in casual conversation, followed by a smile. It just feels so personal and makes me blush a little. That's adorable AF. When she smiles. She doesn't have it in her to smile often, but when she does it's just the most beautiful thing I've seen. I'll strive, I'll do anything I can to get her to smile. Gives me butterflies every single time. Does she look so sad in photographs? Yes, but he absolutely loves her. When she sends a pic for no reason. I love sending my boyfriend pictures throughout the day of whatever I'm doing, just because. He says it makes him smile every time. My ex-girlfriend used to send me nude selfies when she knew I was at work. I had to ask her to stop because it was too distracting and damp. I was fairly sure one of co-workers saw them more than once. Yes. I love it when my GF randomly sends me a selfie. It shows how crazy she is about me. This post just shows how insulting easy is it to keep a guy happy. Just smile at them cutely and they are dead. It's because so many men are starved for affection, especially on Reddit. I wish I could upvote this 1000 times. When she leaned to kiss me on our first date. Took me a while to figure out how to speak English again. My emotions peaked on my first kiss, like that's the end of my career. Prolonged eye contact for no reason. Reddit told me if someone makes eye contact with you for longer than 6 seconds, it's one of two things, they want you or kill you. Anxious to test that theory. I held my husband's gaze 8 seconds later we were in the bedroom having older. So glad it wasn't the other thing. We have a tumultuous marriage, so it could have gone either way. They don't even acknowledge my existence so nothing really. I'm a girl. I acknowledge your existence. Now 8,263,632 people here will acknowledge your existence. Leaning against me, absolutely one of my favorite feelings. Came here to say this. When outside waiting for a table at a restaurant or waiting for a light to change to cross the street, etc. Shit makes my heart feel like it's growing like the Grinch's. This isn't specific to girls, but my GF, who is autistic, does the little hand flaps when she's really happy and it makes my day. This is adorable. She was drunk and I had stopped thinking of our time each week as dates. But then she played a song and was like, hey, remember when a local band was playing this on our first date back then? I was just there for the band and ran into a random person. But still, that was like, goddamn. Sucks that her ex threw a big bitch fit when she got home and she decided to stop going out with me to appease him. It's been a month now but I'm still pissed. There are other little things too, like doing the shave and a haircut knock when surprising me to drop something off at my place. Or like being shy about liking the classic Hocus Pocus and being willing to open up to me about it and then telling me that they're making a sequel this year. You should probably pursue this. Didn't know that knock was called shave and a haircut. And how in the is her ex forbidding her from seeing you? That makes no sense. Is her ex her own parental figure? Presumably not, so why the hell should it matter about that? Maybe she just wanted to split and return to the ex and came with a BS excuse. Backstory. I work at a restaurant and I am one of the few boys that actually works there. I'm a busser and the service staff is like 90% girls all in their mid-20s. I am 1 month away from being 16 and think all these girls are cute. One in particular has the greatest happiest attitude and have almost developed a crush on her. Let's call her Beatrice. Anyways. I was working on shift and one of the bartenders was being a little bitch and was encouraging people to order food inside, even though we have an online ordering system that prevents the spread of COVID. This also made some of the restaurant's tip money go to the bar, which is not cool cause we lose money when that happens. So me and the girls were trying to get this guy to stop making big ass crowds inside the building and he was straight up refusing. Very difficult, I gotta say. I go inside to get some water and Beatrice, who is slightly shorter than me, comes up to me and says in the cutest faced puppy dog eyed meanest voice, I'm gonna punch that little bee if he keeps this shit up. And her eyes were the most beautiful sight to behold when she said that. There was just a feeling of playfulness but seriousness in her tone, and it made me feel really good when she said it. It was the hottest thing ever. And this was 3 days ago. So yeah, no memory is still fresh. See you Reddit guys. And don't forget, please subscribe or I will kiss your BFF.